guys, it's Brian here. I got Dennis. I don't know if I'm pointing at him, but he's directly behind me. We are taking off on a little bit of a ride today. We're gonna go up to Peterborough. I've got some errands to run. It's a nice little drive up there, and it's a nice day for a drive. So, but first of all, we've got to stop at Tim Hortons because a cruise is not a cruise without coffee, just so that you guys do know that.
Good afternoon, how may I help you?
Have a good one.
Thanks, you too.
Unknown caller.
What's good?
So you want to stop at the Husky real quick?
We're stopping at the gas station. Alright, I think we're finally ready to go now. A couple days ago, Chevy released what everybody thought was going to be the Z28, but in reality, it turns out to be the ZL1 1LE track package, which basically adds some aero and suspension features to an already very capable track vehicle, the ZL1 Camaro. Builds on its 650 horsepower, 650 foot-pound LT4 6.2 liter V8 platform. It also drops about 60 pounds of curb weight, adds a bunch of great aero package, a huge wing, a bunch of canards in the front, the splitter, a bunch of new cooling aspects, and Multimatic DSSV spool valve suspension, which comes, I don't know if it's the exact suspension system, but it's very similar to the suspension system found on the previous generation 5th gen Z28 car. It's going to be a bit of a slow vlog today, but you know what? It's Sunday, and that's how Sundays are supposed to be. I think we're going to take a little bit of a detour through Millbrook. It's a little town just south of Peterborough, and I would have never known about the place. It's one of those little, hole-in-the-wall places. But I did a couple of jobs there a couple of years ago. It was also home to a prison, Millbrook Penitentiary or Millbrook Correctional Facility, whatever you decide to call it, which was shut down back in 2006, I believe. And a couple of years ago, a couple of friends and I went up there. Let's start out by saying we don't explore places to destroy them or vandalize them or steal things. We go in to explore and see the history of the building, and it's just a really neat thing to do. We climbed up some gas lines, some gas pipes on the outside of the building, climbed up onto the roof, went across a couple of guard towers, walked across a wall, and actually got down into the building. And not all of us could make it up the gas line, so I went in and actually had to unbolt the garage door from the bottom and allow it to open up so that everybody else could get in. The first time we toured through the prison, no problems. We were there a couple of hours, got some pictures and videos and stuff like that. And we went in, we seen the press where they used to build the license plates before that was transferred over to Lindsay. We seen a bunch of old license plates and stuff like that. The second trip, however, had a couple of, there was some kinks to the trip. The door was bolted shut quite a bit tighter this time, more secure, and I think they tried to weld along the side, but they welded two pieces together that actually didn't stop the door from opening, so I think it was more of an oversight on their half. Same thing, we went in, I had to scale the wall, go in through the guard tower, and open the door up to allow the rest of the people to get in. It was eerie this time. It just seemed like people had been there recently. That makes sense. I don't know. It just seemed, there was just this weird feeling. It was, I believe it was September, but it was cold out. Did our rounds. This night we actually found a bunch of pigeons that were living in this stairwell. Like there had to have been 60 pigeons that were living in this stairwell. So it was pretty fun. We got a bunch of pictures and videos, and we ended up upstairs in this prison, which contained a chapel. And we went, we were exploring. We went up through the chapel, climbed a ladder to go up into the attic, and it opened up into this huge, massive attic that, so we were exploring up there and whatever. And the way that this prison was laid out, there was a huge brick wall around the entire facility, or almost the entire facility. But there was this big brick wall over on the west side of the prison, I want to say, the northwest side. And from the roof, or from this attic, we stepped out onto the roof, and we could see a car driving around the outside of this brick wall because we could see the lights on the trees around. This whole facility was locked down. I mean, we had to park at a vet clinic that was a little while away and walk across some, up some roads and cross a big field, hop a fence, and hop up into the prison area. And so this car had to have had access with a key to the gate or something. So we figured it was security or the police. They were doing a routine check. We hadn't made any noise, hadn't drawn any attention to ourselves. And so we didn't think anything of it. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So to get from the entrance, we actually made entrance into the prison, the garage door there, and where we were, we had to go through like an office area or an administration area, I guess. Open a door, go through a courtyard, or I guess what would be the prisoners' recreational area, and then through the actual cell blocks and the prisoner area. And it was super eerie the whole night we were there. And then we seen this car, so we were kind of deciding to pack up and get going. And we were in two groups. One group, I was with two other people. We were up on the roof and in that attic. And the other two people, I think, went, I don't know where they went. That was Tyler and Joy, I believe. They took off, whatever. They were out doing something else. And I called and I said, Tyler, it's getting funky. Let's get out of here, whatever. So we were supposed to meet on the second level, which is the middle level. There was 3 levels of cell blocks. We were going to meet on the second level by the mid guard tower, which had a big ladder and a spiral staircase in it. We made our way slowly down there and seen some flashlights around a corner, and I just had a really bad feeling about it. And I thought, I don't know if that's them. So I kind of said, Tyler. I quietly yelled his name, I guess you could call it, and no response. So I whistled. I just did like something, just to get his attention. And I heard one of those really loud, like, finger whistles that people do. I don't know, I can't do it, but I heard one of those and I knew for a fact Tyler or Joy could not do that. That was somebody else around that corner. At that very second, I said, guys, we gotta go. We hopped in the guard tower. I called Tyler again, and he says, dude, where are you? We're on the ground floor. I'm waiting for you. So there was a lack of communication. They thought we were supposed to meet on the ground floor. So they're downstairs. That's not them around this corner. So we don't know who the hell this is, if it's security or the police or someone, somebody bad that shouldn't be there. So we fucking booked it downstairs, met up with Tyler. But they had something a little bit more eerie to tell. They were walking on the 3rd level, on the other side of the jail, and they heard a radio, like an old school radio with old music somewhere in the distance, and they couldn't tell where it was coming from, but it seemed like it was moving, like somebody was walking with an old school radio or something. And so we decided to get the fuck out of there. Basically, like I said, we had to go across the courtyard and everything. We'd left the door open, put rocks up against it and stuff, and we got back to that door that goes out to the courtyard, and it was locked. There was a latch up at the top. It was locked. Now, obviously, we could just unlatch it, but somebody locked that. Somebody was in the prison with us and locked that latch. So we cracked the latch opened the door, went out into the courtyard, across into the administration building to go out the garage door again. And the garage door had been bolted shut again. So somebody had entered the prison, bolted that door shut, and was probably looking for us and, trying to find us. It was the most terrifying. I mean, at that moment, that you're locked in there. My tools were outside, and we're locked in this goddamn prison. We kind of didn't have a choice. We had to get the fuck out of there, and the door was locked. So we ended up climbing the guard tower, scooting across the roof, and with a lot of force, or I guess, I don't know, I convinced everybody to slide down this gas line. We got down the gas line and bolted across the field back to the truck, and we took off. But I think that was the closest we came to getting caught, and to this day I still don't know whether it was a security guard in there, whether it was the police, or whether it was some crackheads that actually wanted to harm us or something. But it was a terrifying moment. So right up here on the right, after the stop sign, the first house, or the first building on the right, 3-story one, it's a historic building, and we did the windows all throughout and the floors on the top level for the apartments. This place here. So we did all those windows on all 3 levels, and that was a good 6 years ago, so those windows are still intact. This is where the prison used to be. And I guess we're gonna stop. I don't know if we're gonna go up or not. You want to go up?
Yeah.
It says no trespassing.
I know, but the gate's open. The gate's open. It says no trespassing. Okay, worst case, I'm so sorry. I was looking on the left-hand side. I totally missed that. No trespassing sign. The gate was open.
True, yeah. All right, I think we're gonna go for a quick little ride up here and see what's up here. All violators will be prosecuted. So this is where the prison used to be, right here. This used to be a prison, and now it's just a big open field. Right here used to be a prison, a huge prison. That's crazy.
What's like around there? Nothing?
Nada. Everything's torn down now. It's literally just a big field. But
What's this place gonna be?
I don't know. At one point, somebody bought or they were thinking about buying the prison to make a medical marijuana growing area, like a grow-up area. And
Here?
then, yeah, here. And then it got kiboshed, and then they said, fuck it. It was too much of a liability, so they tore it down. So that's basically what's left of the prison, I guess. But that's sad because that was actually, it was a very interesting place. There was a lot of history in that building. I know that somebody had petitioned the government they wanted to buy this place and grow medicinal marijuana there or whatever. And it was in final stages of happening, but the people backed out at the last minute or whatever. And the government just didn't, it was too much to have security out there and everything and all that shit. So they tore the place down, and I mean, it's prime property there, so they're probably going to sell it, or I don't know what they're going to do with it. But anyway, now that we're done that, we're on our way home. We stopped by a couple of places that used to be abandoned, and now they are torn down. The old drive-in and the jail. I thought I was recording on the GoPro when we went through the drive-in. I wasn't, so that's unfortunate, but all it is basically a field with a bunch of humps that you used to be able to park on, so you were, up on an angle in your car watching the movie. But I've personally been to a couple of movies at that drive-in. First time we went, I think I watched, I don't know what the first movie was, but Ted was the second movie, and it was hilarious because all these people had their kids out, and I don't know, Ted is like a comedy movie, everybody knows, and it's like Seth MacFarlane and stuff, and it's not a child's movie, a children's movie, so all the parents had their kids out on like picnic blankets and shit like that. And about 2 minutes into the movie, or basically the very beginning of the movie, starts with this fucking teddy bear sitting beside Seth MacFarlane, and they're smoking a bong, right? So at that point, all the parents decided to pack their kids up and leave. That was pretty funny. So I think the rest of the night's gonna be pretty boring. I'm gonna go back and hopefully edit this and see if we can't get it up on YouTube for you guys.